Hi, I'm Tony Constantine, an investment advisor representative with Lifemark Securities Corp. As I begin to write this script, the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the S&P 500 index are both down in bear market territory, and inflation seems to be broadening. In the housing market, there's less activity and less sales, most likely due to the fact that the rising interest rates have put off some buyers and caused a drop in the sales. In case you're wondering, the rest of the world is probably worse off than we are. Inflation in Europe is currently around 10%. Food and fuel are high and pushing inflation. And there's a prediction for food shortages globally next year because of the war in the Ukraine. Something about it being inconvenient to plant and harvest crops in the middle of a war zone. Domestically, we have the Federal Reserve continuing its crusade against the rate of inflation. By raising rates, they hope to break inflation. That being said, I'm not sure inflation is going to break first. Something else may break before that, in which case it's going to make the economy uglier before it gets prettier. FYI, this morning, OPEC announced that it's reducing production of oil by 2 million barrels a day. It's a lot of oil. Ostensibly, they're doing this to shore up the prices. Again, things out of our control are causing us problems and making things gloomier. So what's an investor to do? Well, you have two choices. A, you can continue doing what you've been doing, in which case, if one expert that I heard indicated he felt that the economy could go, or the market could go down another 40%. And if that's true, you can sit there and watch another 40% of your wealth evaporate. Or you could decide to have a financial plan created and probably eliminate much of the loss. For some people, that could be a tough call. Are you going to spend a few $1,000s to try to avoid a loss? Or are you going to spend tens or hundreds of $1,000s while you watch it evaporate from your account? For some people, that's a tough call. I'm not one of them. Anyway, I think you have to look at it this way. If you have $100,000 and you lose 50%, you have a 50 or 100% gain that you have to make to get back to where you were. If you had $100,000 and you lost 60%, because we're down over 20 now, another 40% would make that 60. Well, if you lose 60% of 100,000, you've got 40 left, which means you need a 150% increase to get back to where you were. Now, you could be one of those people that says, well, I'll just continue contributing money to my 401k, which sounds great. But the only person you're fooling is yourself, because you're putting new money in. You're not getting back to where you were. Even when you hit 100,000, you're not there yet. So again, you're only fooling yourself. Personally, I think it's more prudent to lose less money rather than massive amounts of money and not have to make it up. What do you think? Anyway, If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or you want to discuss what it might be to create a financial plan for you, my contact information will be on screen in a few moments. Come back next week for our next exciting episode in investing. And remember, if you're losing money, the market arithmetic on losses is brutal. It works against you, not for you. Well, like I said, come back again next week for our next exciting adventure in investing. Until then, make every day a great day.